athletes at borderland high schools a bigger problem than first thought?
We're looking into it after the Coronado volleyball coach was found to have recruited freshmen to his program. ABC 7's Darren Hunt has the story developing now. Darren?
Coach Raul Lawrence wasn't the only coach accused of recruiting transfers. His accuser, Franklin coach Flo Valdez, was accused by students of doing the same thing during that meeting on Tuesday, leaving us asking the districts today whether recruiting here is rampant.
Unfortunately, sometimes the power and desire to win becomes tantamount to doing things that are not what should be done.
Mitch Morgan is the father of a Coronado High freshman who he says was recently cut from the freshman volleyball team by varsity coach Raul Lawrence to make room for more than a dozen transfers.
We put a lot of trust in our coaches, our administrators, and our teachers, and I feel that they should be our partners in actually developing our kids.
UIL officials told me Lawrence can only receive a reprimand from a district executive committee, which meets again next month. However, if the case is referred to a state committee, he could face probation, a public reprimand, or even suspension from coaching for 1 to 3 years. A recent Dallas Morning News story suggests recruiting is rampant in Texas. In fact, all of this year's state champs in basketball had more than one notable transfer in the starting lineup. A UIL spokeswoman told us, quote, "Students certainly do often change schools. They do transfer. I wouldn't say it's necessarily rampant, but it happens much more often in major metropolitan areas." Do you think this is going on? A lot of sports, a lot of schools?
There's no doubt that all the schools on this side of the town actually do recruit to a certain degree. I've witnessed it.
Interviews today. We requested interviews today on the recruiting from the athletic directors at the El Paso, Isleta, and Socorro districts. But when they learned the topic, none of them would grant us an interview. They also intervened when we tried to speak with coaches who had already agreed to speak with us. Rick and Estella.
Very interesting. Darren, thank you for digging deeper today.